Hi guys, just a quick little video here on referencing. Firstly, I want to take your attention to how important referencing is. It's in your marking criteria. It's actually criteria 4 requests that you have the Harvard referencing system and that you annotate two items in your reference guide. So leave that for now. We're going to focus on the Harvard referencing system and what that really looks like. So what I've done is I've gone on to a website regarding same-sex marriage. I've gone on to Sydney Morning Herald regarding same-sex marriage and pulled out a couple of things from this article that might help me when I'm writing, and I've copied and pasted it into my into a little Word document here. So I'm going to show you how we would actually reference some of these things. So the first one, all of this is taken from Emma Griffith's article that I just showed. So the first one here, in September 2011, laws legalising same-sex marriage failed to pass Parliament. So if I was going to use that as a direct quote, and I'll explain what that direct quote means in a minute, I would put my quotation marks at the start, put my quotation marks at the end, and I would open a bracket and I would say Griffiths 2013 and close my bracket there. And what that means, these little quotation marks here, the reason I've put them there at the beginning and at the end means that this is a direct quote. A direct quote means that Emma Griffiths has actually, these are the words of Emma Griffiths, this person here, okay? They're not put into any other person's words, they're not changed around, they are exactly what she has written, put in those quotes there. So that's what a direct quote means. It doesn't mean you don't have to use that. You may want to paraphrase. You may want to paraphrase this quote here and put it into your own words. You might say something like, last year laws legalizing, if I can type, same-sex marriage were not passed in Parliament. Okay, so that's called paraphrasing, because what you've done is you've taken Griffith's quote, well, what she said, and you've put it into your own words. You don't need to put any quotation marks around that. The quotation marks can go, but what you still need to do is say where you got that from, because you didn't make that up. Although you paraphrased it and put it into your own words, you actually didn't make up this information. So you still need to actually reference Griffiths. Now, another way of doing that, both ways, you can actually say according I can't type today. Okay, so you can actually put this quotation at the beginning or at the end by saying according to, or in reference to so-and-so's article, blah, 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 blah. And you can do exactly the same thing in this. You can do exactly the same thing with this one here. You can say, according to Griffiths, last year laws legalising same-sex marriage were not passed in Parliament, and you can delete this part here. So there's two ways of actually referencing. You can have the reference in brackets like this, where you've got the author's surname and the year, or you can add it inside the sentence itself, where you say the author's surname and the year they said it in amongst what you're already saying, and you don't have to have it as a separate part. And paraphrasing as well as direct quoting, you can either use the exact words that the author's written, or you can change it around and use your own words. Okay, well, I think that's enough for today. I aimed for 4 minutes, and I think I'll stick to 4 minutes before boring you all. I hope that's been helpful, and we will be discussing this more in class. And there is more to referencing than just what we've discussed today, but today what we've looked at is direct quotations and paraphrasing, and how we actually reference in text. So this is all in text referencing for direct quotes. Next video we'll look at end of text referencing. Thank you.